and welcome to today's lesson.
I'm Kendra.
I'm Emily.
I'm Tanner.
And I'm John, and we'll be your teachers for the day.
Today we're focusing on one of the most important parts of the human body, the digestive system. We'll be taking an inside look at the system and its parts, how they function, and how they make us us. Let's get started at the beginning.
Digestion always begins at the same place, the mouth. To start out, food is entered in the oral cavity, which is basically your entire mouth. The food passes the hard and soft palate at the front and the back of your mouth. While being chewed, chewing is commonly referred to as the mastication process. John here will be our test subject to show the process happening. It's very important that we're able to chew and break down food. The salivary amylase helps break it down and initiates the digestion. The food turns into bolus, or a mass of food mixed with saliva, is then taken to the process of deglutition. Deglutition is the act of swallowing food, in this case the bolus. Afterwards, peristalsis occurs and begins to enter the stomach. Peristalsis is the involuntary contractions and relaxations that help your food move down the esophagus.
The soft mass of masticated bolus that I have started to digest is making its way down my esophagus, and soon it'll enter my stomach. Like everyone else's, it's pouch-shaped and stores much food from the past few hours while it digests. The food slowly digests in my stomach's hydrochloric acid while I go about my daily business at school. Pepsinogen, found in my stomach walls, is secreted and is turned into pepsin by my gastric acids. Pepsin, in turn, breaks down the proteins in my food into smaller peptides, finishing the digestion process with my stomach. The mix of digested food and secreted acids turns the food into a mass named chyme. My caloric sphincter will not allow the food to enter the duodenum until it's ready. When in the duodenum, the chyme is prepared for absorption by the body.
Once inside of the small intestine, the chyme is officially in the small intestine. The small intestine is where all of the absorption takes place and food is able to be turned into energy for the body. Since the small intestine is incredibly long, it needs special helpers to help the chyme move through it. Villi, which line the small intestine, help the chyme move easily and fluidly as it's being absorbed. It helps to absorb the substances. The bile, which is secreted in the small intestine, are critical for absorption of fat and vitamins. The waste products which need to be excreted are eliminated by our bile, making it extremely important.
After traveling through the entirety of the small intestine, the chyme enters the large intestine. It must first travel through the ileocecal valve to reach the large intestine. Water is absorbed during the movement through the intestine, and the final minerals and nutrients are taken in. The rest of the product is considered waste by the body and eventually becomes solid as the water gets reabsorbed by the former chyme. The product is slowly moving toward the final process of digestion. The waste collected from all of the food digested hours earlier has finally accumulated in the rectum. It is the last part of the large intestine and the digestive system overall. When the brain sends signals to the rectum that you need to go to the bathroom, you feel the urge and get rid of the waste.
The process then constantly repeats and continues as you eat and digest throughout your life. And this has been the digestive system. We hope you've learned a lot about your own body, and thanks for watching.